Good morning, 47. Your target is Mark Faba, also known as the Undying. A disgraced former MI5 operative currently working as a freelance assassin, Faba has been confirmed killed by ICA agents more than a dozen times. On every occasion, he has managed to come back from the dead. We have confirmation that Faba has a meeting in the Miami Bayside Center to review details on a new target. An informant at the site has provided us with reliable intel on Faba's expected movement around the center. This information has revealed several viable approaches. As you know, our inside man is meeting with the target. Acquire the right disguise, and he'll get you inside the heart of the building. Up close and personal is risky, but favors the clean kill. Alternatively, smuggle in a sniper rifle via briefcase. The race tower is a perfect vantage point, but access is restricted. Race security is high. Get through the locked door and time your shot perfectly. Or infiltrate through the staff entrance at the back of the building. Access the second floor using the elevator shaft. Move unseen inside the weapons demo room and infiltrate as you see fit. Act once an opportunity presents itself, or rig the room to your advantage. Leave unseen. Be mindful, however. The repercussions of being exposed here would be severe. I'm confident even more opportunities will reveal themselves once you arrive on site. 47. To be entirely honest, this one's a bit of an embarrassment. Please make sure he doesn't come back again. Good luck. Afternoon, 47. Your target is already inside the Miami Bayside Center. Faba has a full day of meetings planned, and we do not want to risk losing him. Take your time with this one. Dave Reddy, our informant, is waiting for you in the reception area. If you like, he can lead you to a meeting where Faba will be in attendance. What you do from then on is up to you. Be mindful, though. He will not wait around for long.
And here it is, Agent 47 in Miami. In a previous episode, he actually became a person who stabbed Mark Faba in the eye patch. Now he is about to stab him in the eye again. Or better say not again, for the first time. To explain why Faba has had a big patch over his eye. Maybe he even lost it, or at least got seriously hurt by it. So yeah, so I'm doing this, the first appearance of Sean Bean as a hitman target, which is, I would say, it's kind of funny. It's kind of a joke, knowing that he's got quite lots of quite prolific roles in which he gets killed. So why not just Andy or Interactive decided to make fun of that thing.
You must be Dave Reddy.
And they don't have smoking ban in here.
The special guest.
I am.
Okay.
So, but it looks like, but it very much is that the Undying Returns was basically just the same mission as this one.
Just how I like it.
All right. That outfit looks appropriate. Now let's go. They're expecting us upstairs.
Which I would say, it might be, I would find it to be quite a, you could say, lazy design. That yeah, they had they made first the Undying, yeah, nothing wrong with that. But then once they go and remake the same mission practically again as the Undying Returns with a very small change of target having an eye patch, I think that the sequel is very lazy. Although this one, as this was the original one, isn't in that sense that is not lazy at all. It's actually very highly polished elusive target work with the specific mission stories and so much banter going on.
The Merino cartel is the biggest in the southern hemisphere. You don't try to cheat those kind of people.
I wish I'd met you a little earlier, buddy. Could have used that advice 6 months ago, you know? Anyway, we're almost there, so let's put on our game faces. Yeah, hey bro.
So the basic plan would be to just, and there he is.
Possibly the most elusive man in the history of the ICA.
Mr. Faba! What an absolute pleasure to meet you. I'm Dave Reddy, Special Acquisitions Gatekeeper, working with you on this job. I'd show you my break book, but I'm sure you've already heard about me.
Can't say that I have.
Oh, I see. Before we begin, I just wanted to tell you that I've read up on your file. Oh, man, very impressive.
It's all about enjoying what you do.
Couldn't agree more, my friend. I've prepped an extensive briefing to help us sync up on the subject that needs to be, consulted with. I think it'll provide you with a full 360.
Good. Let's proceed.
Hey, not a problem, Mark. Not a problem at all. All right,
So-
well, let's grab a seat and get this
So
show
of course there would be lots of opportunities in this mission if I wouldn't be restricted to just having to stab him into the eye of the face.
For the last 6 months, Zukov has been
There would be that poison thing. Of course, just going to start the shootout would be also a valid plan. But I'm still just because I know exactly what I have to be doing, which is to say, make the pen go into his eye socket. I really can't do anything but to prepare that scenario to happen. I stole that one as well. ID card. Let's pick up these arms just so I can then start calling out people to here. Using my, of course, tried and true summon, make noise summon method. And
This is pissing me off.
And if IO would make another Hitman game, it should definitely have make noise move by itself. As in, you could just be making a racket without having to throw around items, or you could just, yeah, that would be the thing how it would be done, should be done, you could say. And there's Mr.
Exploding pens. We did hear something, didn't we? Sure. I need to find some time to work on that flashbang robot. Perfect distraction tool. If I could only
Alright,
get the diagrams
and
to
now I know the targets are coming.
I'm certain he would love them.
And luckily he doesn't pay any attention to
You must be Mark Faba. I wish I could say I knew all about you, but Dave's been uncharacteristically secretive. You work in weapons development too?
More on the practical application side of things, if you understand.
well, I do like that he's got a fancy shiny suit.
Very nice. Well,
And
I
brown
looked
leather
at the
gloves.
diagrams you sent. I haven't had that much time to work on the prototypes, but I do have something early to show you.
Lovely. Let's have a look.
So, the designs were interesting. Oh, did you do them yourself, I wonder?
They were drawn up to my specifications.
So that explains the...
That bodyguard goes to the box.
I like things to be custom. You could say that spectacle is part of my signature.
Very interesting, Mr. Faba.
Right, let's have a look at this.
So where could I be stashing more of these guys?
That's definitely not gonna happen.
You will never come through here.
Open that one door, and now there it goes.
Stop it, man.
We had some difficulty eliminating the exact design requirements. The pen's actually woven from the finest grade nanotube with a tensile strength surpassing 33,000.
Well, that will impress your engineering friends, but that hardly makes it explosive. I spent an explosive pen capable of vaporizing the upper part of it.
Well, coming by a volatile compound to achieve that is extremely hard. A distilled sample of Mr. Knox's nitro booster didn't even come close. frankly,
Excuse me, sir. Seems like you're not cleared to come through here. Sorry.
Well, they are doing the mad scientist show off. Yep, we got this kind of crazy machinery developed in here.
Nitrate pen on live television, is there?
I suppose not.
Disappointing. Well, done is done. I suppose I'll have to try to figure out how to use this thing now.
Well, that is actually quite the easy part, figuring out how to use that thing. Just stab it into somebody.
So, this is Robert Knox's new brainchild. Chilling. I've really seen him replacing humans for a long time. I'll say, I admire his showmanship. But you, my friend, lack what all machines lack. Spontaneity. The ability to think freely, on your feet. And, perhaps more important than anything, the ability to feel fear, whether we like it or not. The fear of death is what drives us, makes us human. Once we lose that, well, we're nothing more than empty shells drifting through life, waiting to finally be discarded.
Palace is top of the line, Mr. Faba. The most advanced robotic system in the world. The AI is world class too. And Mr. Knox designed this to make us all jobless for 20 years.
Yeah, I saw his talk on artificial intelligence last year. I'm more a flesh and blood kind of guy than he is, I think.
But we can all become indestructible.
I certainly hope not. We'll all be up to the job then. The bomb doesn't actually have to be that powerful. But it is extremely important the explosive element is flashy enough. It's not misdirection if people aren't looking at it. This isn't exactly a discrete container. But I suppose if we add balloons to the event, spray paint this to look like a helium canister, I think we can make this work.
The most ingenious thing about the active ingredient in Mr. Knox's octane booster is the versatility. We can create multiple compounds from this, effectively shaping its use based on what we add to it.
How so?
Well, for instance, if you were to require a flashier explosion, the Knox burns quite quickly and doesn't produce long-lasting flames. But if you were to add an adhesive or even a magnesium solution to the compound, things would change dramatically. After all, it was originally designed to produce colored flames and smoke for drag racing events.
That is very useful indeed. I have to say, Mr. Yu, I like what I'm seeing here.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Faba.
And of course, you, as a humorist, you could say extra addition Faba means bean in I don't remember the language. Might have been Italian.
It's me. I've just sent you the location for the next gig.
Oh, now that one scientist going over there. Coming here and going very sleepy. And of course then he goes to the box. Well, so of course I would pick up his arm and his key. Well, there's Mr. Timothy. Let's make more noise to get him here. And take the fire extinguisher and make him sleep again. And put him to the box as well, because that is Agent 47's speciality, putting people in the boxes. And that also seemed to work. make some noise more. Now he's coming again to fetch that.
Hey,
And you, now he goes down as well. Now I could just become the security guard and disguise myself as him, or almost anything like that. And I think, which I actually do, I will become him, just so I can carry the big gun around. One more ID card. I seem to be carrying quite many of them. Gunpowder and a detonator, just because. And once Mr. Faba comes along again, he's gonna have his face have a meeting with. You could say his face will have a nice friendly meeting with the, you could call it,
I want it to belong to the best in the business. Simple as that. Good. Good, I'll see you later, Alice.
but to prepare for the grand show of him getting his face stabbed. And of course he isn't bothered by the strange
Stabbing weapon.
appearance.
How am I supposed to create a memorable moment if I can't even get something as simple as an exploding pen? Maybe.
What? Yeah, that must have hurt. Yeah, that's a painful show.
Target eliminated. Hopefully, this will be the last time we have to deal with Mr. Faba. The money is being transferred now, 47. Time to find an exit.
Alright, could I have any place to actually dump his corpse, his remains? Not so much. So I'll be just letting all the remains just stay there. Although I personally would have used some other abilities as well, but I would say that Showbeat had does have, you could say, a good sense of humor, knowing that when he took this gig, just, well, for him it was most likely just one day job, maybe not even a full day, but of course he knew what kind of nature of the role when he read the lines, and he was quite amused by it, which is I always, when it's a matter of people of celebrity status, when they show that kind of ability to laugh at themselves, which is always really good. Of course, when it would be a matter of work that they do, like acting, it should be taken very seriously, but you could say the celebrity image should not be taken with too much of seriousness, and Sean Bean, judging by this role, does have that. So, but the Undying was meant to be dying, and explains why he would reappear with a patch in his face.
You. Suppose you were sent to kill me. We're in this meeting together. You're sitting there in the chair, waiting for your moment. How would you kill me? What's the plan?
You've been drinking quite a lot of coffee.
Yes.
Fast-acting poison. Emetic. About 5 seconds from ingestion to reaction. Follow you to the bathroom. Drown you. Terrible accident.
Gruesome. But I survived worse than that. What else?
Cause a small distraction. lure you out onto the balcony and throw you over the railing to your death below.
You look strong enough, but there are bushes down there. They break the fall. I'd walk away without a single broken bone. Final bid?
Knife on the table over there. Quick throw. Knife through the head. You'd be dead before you hit the floor.
That's more like it. But very risky. You'd have a hard time escaping the room. But I would love to see you try that. Right. I think it's time for a smoke. I'll be back in a bit.
Let's go way back.
Agent 47 gave 3 different scenarios which would cause damage to Faba. Now he's gonna act out one.
Pavel seems to think Mr. Knox had something to do with that, so he's been carrying a grudge.
Bad timing.
For somebody who was told exactly what would happen, he was quite bad at figuring out what might be happen, that it might actually happen.
What?
Hey, are you okay?
Well, and now Mark Faba is gonna get himself hydrated very thoroughly. And even if he was not hydrated, that would be quite unpleasant. Well, that was it. Little extra bonus for the Undying.